Stream Hill looks good. This part is just a test. This part is just a test. Yeah, good. Okay. Public. Hi, everybody. How is everyone? I need to find a way to tweet this out. There we go. Is anyone in here already? That would be amazing. Okay.
A lot of speculation, at least
Watching the free agent frenzy on Sportsnet. Dave Amber talking to JVR. As if JVR has the CN Tower in the background. What a beamer. Oh, I'm going to miss him, man. That contract kind of sucks, but I'm going to miss him.
So yeah, again, it'll be exciting to be able to share this with them, and I think again that's also part of this what makes it so
Just sending out a tweet, live streaming.
This past year, 36 goals. A lot of league fans were hoping that they would be courting you and you'd be coming back. I believe you remember that your 6-year tenure in Toronto.
Yeah, you know what? I think again, just how great I've been treated from day one. I mean, I think I remember my first memory of getting traded to Toronto was driving here, crossing the border, and being so excited. I actually got pulled over, and when I got pulled over, the cop came up and he recognized who I was, and he said how excited they were to have me. And since then, it's been nothing but again.
That's amazing. JVR got pulled over on his way to Toronto when he was traded to the Leafs. Man, for those Leafs teams, I would have been driving a little slow. I would have been going well under the speed limit.
Great things to say about Pioneer. Lots of great people I've met over the years. So nothing but good things to say.
Well, James, you leave one great hockey market, you enter another great hockey market. All the best this summer and moving forward with the Flyers. Congratulations on your deal.
Thanks so much.
Let me know if you guys need me to turn it up or down or whatever.
$35 million deal leaves the Leafs. He's now with the Philadelphia Flyers. Much more coming up.
Hey, guys.
On the big chip to fall, and that's John Tavares. Much more next.
All right, we're going to commercial, so mute it. Dirty Oshawa, baby, you know it. That's where I'm doing this from. Mrs. Dangle is in the kitchen, soon to be out somewhere else. The dogs are dead. We brought them down the street, and they swam all day, and they're dead. They are dead tired. I'll get them on eventually, but I'm trying to have lunch right now, so I don't think that's going to happen. I don't want them eating my food. It might make them sick because it's spicy. Yo. So, okay, I know this is random. I don't know. Can you see that? You know what that sauce is? That's Szechuan sauce. Like the McDonald's one. Like the one they screamed about on Rick and Morty. One day, just a bottle showed up at my house. I hope it's not poison. That would be a bummer. Yo, a live stream getting poisoned by Szechuan sauce. That'd be terrible. And innovative. You know? Logan Paul's big. Anything's possible. Alright. So I just tweeted out. Now I'm just paying attention to you. Here we go. Dad bod sauce. Yeah, I'm working on it. I didn't get to work out for like a month. I hurt my back. I've just started again. You can tell. Tampa re-signed McDonough for 7 years. Shut up. Mrs. Dangle's very offended because she thinks someone called me fat. No, not going to put that on the camera. Hey, Chris. Oh, the boys are here. Iggy. Hi. Where's Charlie? Charlie. Hi. Don't eat my freaking food. Charlie's a savage. He doesn't care. Look. Charlie's just he's gonna sit there until I've finished every bite. He's looking at it right now. Oh, but Dad. Don't be a mooch. I love you, Pooch, but don't be a mooch. Steve is husky at the most. Leafs fourth line center. I mean, at this rate, it's going to be Naz and Kadri. You know, that's how it's going to go. The Leafs are going to get John Tavares and Paul Stastny somehow. Man, I'll settle for one of them. I'll settle for JT. One specifically. Change your title to sports journalist gets poisoned and dies. You know, I'm not a journalist, though. So I've seen a few people get mad about that. Like, Steve Dangle calls himself a journalist, and I'm like, no. I don't. If you've made that mistake, that's your fault. I get to talk to people. I get to write things. Doesn't make me a journalist. A columnist is not a journalist. I don't even know if I call myself a columnist. I'm a guy who screams. Oh my God, they're back!
Tradition, the Blue Jays,
Darren Millard, you sexy man. Yes, you can sit there. Mrs. Dangle is petrified. She doesn't want to be on camera. No, you're not on camera. You're not. Look where it's facing. I'm not going to spin it. I love you. I love you and never betray your trust. What is that? Oh, it's a granola bar. I don't care. I thought it was chocolate. It's not. That's the worst, when you think someone has chocolate and they don't. News.
Ryan McDonough signs a year early, a 7-year extension with the
Oh my God, you weren't kidding? Ryan McDonough got 7 years? 47. Oh, don't make me do math. 47 divided by 7. What is that, like 7 per? I think. Yo, I thought you were joking. That's crazy. Tampa's not fair. Screw those guys, man. 6.25. Or 6.75. Okay, one of you is wrong. Why don't I just do this on my own? Let's get out the calculator app.
So the Thomas McClana's deal, which we've talked about already, the base is $2.25 million. There's a game.
Oh, 2.25 for Thomas Buchanan to Montreal. I feel like such a no-no right now. You can hear what the TV is saying, and then I'm re-explaining what the TV is saying. But Ryan McDonough, 7 years, $6.75 million to stay in Tampa. Man. Like, okay, if Tampa does nothing, they're still a Stanley Cup contender. Oh, CJ's got a big smile on right now. What do you know? What do you know? Handsome bastard. He knows something.
I don't think that they were ever in it, and I don't believe for one second that Steve Yzerman thought that he could get to the point where...
I wonder if the Lightning just made a presentation to drive up the price on Tavares or something. I don't know how you could possibly do that even more.
Rangers to get him, and they weren't interested in a one-off here or borrowing a player. It's big money, and when you factor in those state tax, he's paid amongst the top defensemen in the league.
It's huge money, and it's
Thank you for calling me handsome.
And you could see
Just found out my mom is.
I had Mac on my teams. He's played for Team
You too.
USA for me. He's a leader. He's a wonderful person. This will be a really good contract for 4 years for sure. He's under contract now for 8 more years. That's going to be hard for him because he plays the right way. He plays hard, so he gets banged up. He blocks shots. He kills penalties. Great kid. Not sure this term's going to work.
You know,
I love Brian Burke, man. Brian Burke is such a good addition to the Sportsnet staff. Like, he doesn't sugarcoat anything, man. Like, I'm not one of those, usually I hate people who others are like, oh, he tells it like it is, because no, they don't. He actually does tell it like it is.
I thought in the Washington series,
Ooh.
how beat up he was, and probably was beat up, but he wasn't very good down the stretch for them in that series. So I don't like this deal.
You'll just have to guess what that was.
All in, all again.
Do I know insider things?
He's got arbitration rights next year, and he's an unrestricted free agent 2 years
Oh,
from now.
Iggy.
Tyler Johnson's no trade clause kicked in at midnight this morning. They're going to have some really interesting decisions in the next couple of years, but
Yeah, Tampa's going to be
no one's gonna
squished, but
And I love how
Yzerman always finds a way out of it, doesn't he?
pushing all his chips in. I love the
Marcus
mentality. I will see if this is going to be a problem for him at some point.
Marcus Rape
and I think it is a case of them saying,
gave me $1?
Looks like we're out. We're going to commit.
How is that possible?
We're not going to wait for him.
He's really hoping he wins.
Someone gave me whoa. Okay.
That's the challenge. Is Kucherov coming up a year from now?
Do I have this set up?
Look, he's his best player.
Okay.
He's his best
Well, anyway, I guess I'll answer you. Hi, Josh. Thank you very much. Any money you put through, I'm going to put right back into the channel. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Hey, you're not a Canucks fan, but I'd love to hear... I'm going to turn this down so I can talk. I know you're not a Canucks fan, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the players the Canucks had signed. Thanks, Daly Gordon. Well, who did they get? They got Roussel. I'd have to look it up. Have to look it up. Roussel. I'll just type in Canucks. I know there was news on Twitter. I'm just trying to remember what it all was. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, Rick Dollywall. Roussel in Vancouver will be 4 years at $3.2 million per season. Roussel was the first player the Canucks agreed with. I know I can open up Rick's Twitter and he'll have the Canucks down pat. Hearing the Canucks continue talks with Darren Archibald. There were 10 teams involved on... Yeah, so they're going after Beagle too, 4 years I think it was. Or 3 years, something like that. Like, Vancouver just seems like they're on the fast track to mediocrity, man. I'm not like overly impressed with them. Like, what the Leafs showed for sure was, you need a guy like Ron Hainsey, and it was good to bring in Patrick Marleau. It's good to bring in some leadership, and they're going to need that for their young core. But getting by on just that, I'm not sure. Like, this is a lot of money. These aren't little deals, and I'm not sure those are the players you sign for that kind of money. Patrick Marleau scored 27 goals, and we're still like $6.25 million. I don't know. Makes you nervous. Yen's 95, $10. Jesus. No, we got to figure out something to do with this money. I can't take it. I appreciate it, but I can't accept it. How do I turn this off? I think I'm going to turn it off. Optional features. How do you turn it off? Stop giving me money. All right, we're going to, whatever you've donated so far, I'll donate that to, I don't know, Easter Seals or something. Stop giving money. You don't need it. I'm in the chat. I'm going to talk to you guys. Don't waste your money. And you're still donating. All right, well, thank you. I'm giving all of it away. Buy coffee. Actually, got some right here. Thank you very much. All right, any questions? What do we got? Thank you for saying nice stream. I appreciate that, TSF. There are over 1,000 people watching this. From Matthew Cockburn, Steve, Easter Seals is great. It is. It absolutely is. They are a charity that helped my family directly when I was younger. I went to Easter Seals camp, and it was like a rare chance to actually hang out with my parents and sister outside of the house. It wasn't something we got to do a whole ton of when I was a kid. No, Easter Seals is awesome. What else we got? Are you heading out, Mrs. Dangle? Yeah. I love you. Are you choking? No. Do you need water? Yeah. I love you. Bye. Don't just say bye. Why? She shouldn't have said yes. She shouldn't have said yes. Gord B says, is Tavares in, Steve? Honestly, okay. I don't know much. And, like, that's just in general. But also, I've been getting texts, lots of texts. Everyone seems to be under the impression Tavares is coming to Toronto. And at this point, I think I might be a little surprised if he doesn't. I'm in this, man, I'm doing all kinds of mental gymnastics with this, man, because I can't allow myself, that really hurt. I belly flopped a lot in the pool yesterday, and I have bruises on my chest. It's crazy. Anyway, I can't let myself get too comfortable thinking Tavares is going to be a Leaf, because if he doesn't become one, I'm going to be crushed. It's not a great way. $5 from Madigan to the Get Adam Wild a Job Fund. I love that. I'm going to have to show him that. How about I give him that $5? JT signs with the Leafs because of Graham Maduvis. I think he signs with the Leafs because the Leafs are baller. Oh, the Jays game's coming on. That's interesting. What are they going to do there? Is coverage going to stop? Okay, Tyler Bozak signed a 3-year, $15 million deal with St. Louis. I was open to the idea of the Leafs keeping him. Nah, not 5. No. I think he was just eating his foot. You're adorable. From P. Willie, even if you won't take it, here's 5 because I like your content. Thanks. Jason Rice, yes, if it's for Easter Seals, for sure. And it will. It will. I'm going to count it all up. Steve may have answered, oh my God, my question already from Andrew Herring, but is there any way that the Islanders benefit from signing Tavares after last night's deal? Any Lou-type loopholes? I suppose they could still do the 1 and then 7. I don't know if they're actually going to do that, but I mean, they'll get John Tavares for 7 years. I think it's beneficial for the Islanders, of course, to keep him, regardless of the time involved. But in terms of, sorry, I'm so distracted watching the TV. It's beneficial, but the problem is they had an advantage in that they could offer him an 8th year. They can't do that anymore. Placanet's back in Montreal. Josh Juris to the Leafs? 1-year league min?
Up 6.
I gotta turn this up.
And then we've seen it now, Winnipeg. Vegas have shored up.
The teams that had playoff success last
I'll have to look it up because part of me is like, no, you guys are lying. The legendary, thank you. Maple Leafs signed Josh Juris 1-year, $650,000 contract. Big deal! I know of Josh Juris. I don't know a ton about him. I'm going to go ahead and look up some of his numbers. I feel like people liked him in the analytics community.
You know, I think teams are realizing that. But I still, Matthews and Caddy, that's nothing to...
Josh Juris. Last year, 9 games with the Penguins. Might not have done anything. 9 games played, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, 0 penalty minutes, 0 plus minus.
Can we reset where we are with John Tavares?
But he's the center. At least that's what they said. So that's what they need. It says here on HockeyDB he's a winger, so I don't know.
Boston and Dallas haven't heard from him and their Camp Elliott in a couple of days.
Thank you very much, Jeremiah.
The teams aren't getting back to me, but that's the work because they don't want to. If you're still in it, you don't want to be in a position where you're being.
Sabres signed Carter Hutton to 3-year, $8.25 million contract.
Again, to Brian's point, off the top
What's the
of our
math
show,
on that?
Some teams kind of held up a little bit in San Jose. We talked about Dallas is held up for no other reason now.
2.75. You know what? I don't hate that. I really don't. Will he be a great starting goalie for the Sabres? Will he even be the Sabres starting goalie? That I don't know.
If you want to match up,
but I don't hate that amount of money. Paul Stastny's going to Vegas? 3 years, 19 and a half. Get out. 19.5 divided by 3 because math. 6.5 mil? That's a decent deal for him. I can't believe that number doesn't start with a 7. I can't believe that.
I don't get that. You're hearing every
And he doesn't get that. Anton Hudobin, 2 years, $5 million in Dallas, 2.5 per. Yeah. He's such a hot and cold goalie. Here, I'm gonna plug in the computer right now.
Is it unusual not to be included in a dialogue with a player and his agent, not to be told? It's very unusual.
I love that they have this panel and then they have like the kids table with CJ.
Masses of people around them presenting PowerPoint pitches to a player. Brad Richards did it, but not on this scale. This is a one-off. It's unique.
Iggy is chomping the hell out of his foot.
Than anything I ever went through. But I'm with Doug. I would have said we're moving on. And I think you're entitled to ask the agent yesterday, say, Pat, are we still alive in this thing? If we're not still alive, for God's sake, tell us. And we'll move on.
Hi, Liv. Happy Canada Day from Australia. Thank you. Do you think TEO should have taken a shot at Beagle? No. I am concerned with their center depth. If they don't get Tavares, obviously. If they do, I'm cool. But if they don't, I am concerned about their center depth. But Beagle, and especially that amount of money, that's not the guy. I'm sure Babcock probably thinks that's the guy, but that's not the guy. That's not the guy, man. Cam Ward, 1 year, $3 million in Chicago. I don't know how he keeps doing it, man. He's been conning teams for a long time, dude. I don't get it. And by conning, I mean they give him money, and what's he supposed to do? Say no? Dumb. Holy smokes. Pierce Buckley, $25. You could add this possibly to your James Reimer memorabilia fund. Absolutely not. Sorry. I feel uncomfortable getting anything in the first place. It's going to Easter Seals. Appreciate it, though. Someone's phone on Sportsnet is going completely bananas. I gotta find out who it is. If I have their number, I'm gonna make it go off on purpose.
So much unknown with the Islanders that it changes that dynamic, to be quite honest. And money has changed.
And the rink is a big one.
Yeah.
Come on, let's not listen. Everybody wants a home. They want to be comfortable. They don't want to feel like they're playing 60 road games.
They started doing their morning skates in Brooklyn.
Can you guys hear?
Changed that to back on Long Island, and John Tavares was a big reason why they
They
switched.
can't
that
even
because-
decide where they're playing their games this year. It's north. It's
No, I
I
thought it was a big get to them that they got that more games of the Coliseum.
But they're going back to their building where they abandoned 5-7. Yeah, that's great.
Well, it's been renovated.
Yeah,
It's so
great.
Beautiful.
Hockey Central signing season continues on Sportsnet 1 with our entire crew as well as reporters with all 7 Canadian teams and tracking John Tavares as well. But up next on the Sportsnet...
Sean Cameron, $2 only because this makes you so uncomfortable. Thanks, Brick. Doug. The Mrs. and I love your channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Doug. All right, so what else has happened? They're on commercial now. Polak's gone. Listen, Dallas Stars fans, if any of you are here, or Leafs fans looking back on Polak retrospectively, look, that was a good guy. He was a good guy by all accounts. Everyone in the locker room seemed to love him. Even some people, like some people who weren't really covering the team, and then they started to cover the team and they got to talk to him, and they weren't fans of him going in. They started to love him too. He's a strong guy. It's amazing that he was able to come back and play NHL hockey after that broken leg. He's a good person, and he can kill penalties. I wasn't too upset with his penalty killing ability. Man, 5-on-5, he doesn't got it, man. He doesn't got it. I'm glad the Leafs are moving on from that player. I'm glad the Dallas Stars are giving him a chance. I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen to Dallas, right? They do need defenders. Jens 95. If JT signs with Toronto, I will buy one fan a new jersey. It ain't gonna be me, bud. D. Fritz sent $9.10. I see what you did. Thoughts on Sherry and Hunwick trade to the Sabres? That's another one of those strange trades where, like, Pittsburgh obviously needed to free up the cap space. and good for them. They're spending it terribly by getting Jack Johnson, but I guess we can get to that. The Sabres improve. Like, it's hard to make fun of them for getting Hunwick when they also get Sherry, and also Hunwick would be one of their better defenders at this point. Like, he seems destined to be always playing too many minutes on a team that's not very good. That kind of seems like his lot in life when he came to the Leafs. When he started with the Leafs, for sure, that was his lot in life. And the Sabres get Connor Sheary. I think he's going to be an excellent player for them. And holy cow, like, get them to score some goals. The team can't score any goals. Someone sent $30. Once again, if you do donate to Super Chat, all that money is going to go to Easter Seals. I'm not taking it. Jens 95, 1976, haha. Jaden Hollingstad, $2. Give James Reimer memorabilia to the Easter Seals Fund? I don't know if they'd take it. What is your opinion, Chris Paul? Bruh. Change to TSN. No! Josh Juris. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think that's just a depth signing. I'm really not... That's how you know it's like a true depth signing. When someone signs with the Leafs and I feel nothing. So, okay, so this tweet has been making the rounds. From Anthony Petrelli. I've been told at this point that Tavares will be signing with Toronto. Now, Anthony Petrelli, I do know this guy. I was going to tell you a bit about him, but he's got nothing on his Twitter bio. He is a Leafs writer. He's written for Maple Leaf Hot Stove. I don't know if he still does. I think he's written some stuff for, I want to say The Athletic. I think he's freelanced a bit. He's well respected. He has broken stuff in the past. 42 minutes ago, a tweet that has 141 retweets. What if, oh, retweeted, 143 now. I've been told at this point Tavares will be signing with Toronto. I mean, what Anthony just did was risky, but if he's right and gets it before anybody else, that's life-changing. That's life-changing. Imagine he's the guy who breaks the Tavares signing with the Leafs. Oh my God. Anthony, Tony, Bud, pulling for you. I hope you're right. I'm going to check in on reporter Chris's Twitter. But first, let's go back to the chat for a minute. Man, 1,600 people. That's nuts. Thanks, Krovac. Leafs should get Joe Thornton. I think he's going to stay with the Sharks because I think he's going to be cheap. He knows where he's at in his career, you know? Is this just Jay's pregame? Nah. I'm going to see if I can change the channel. JVR is overpaid with Philly. I think that was Doug. Yeah, man. I'm not a huge fan of that signing for Philly, but they do seem to sort of be in like win now mode. Oh, here we go. They do seem to sort of be in win now mode. That deal's going to be fine for like 3 or 4 years.
That's leaving $60+ million on the table.
You're not taking
Who would do that?
Nobody. I think you also worry about, is there any way that you could be caught? Like,
This is how you know it's a big day. Everyone got a fancy haircut. Kipper got a haircut. Elliot got a haircut.
I have no problem with
Darren's always on fleek.
I think if
Berkey's looking like a well put together Sonic the Hedgehog.
For sure, and I would be proposing
Doug's suit is flashy.
but you know that
It's a CBA violation.
It's a mean pocket square.
An agreement in the drawer. It's a CBA violation. The league would certainly look into it, and I think they would expose it if that were the plan.
And when I got out there,
I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing.
I'm confused by
by bonuses and structure. How can their structure be that significantly different than San Jose?
Is this the end for Simmons in Philly? That's a good question, and it would make sense for them to shop him. But, I mean, you don't sign a player like JVR if you don't think that you can get it done now. And sometimes you just lose good players when you shoot your shot. I think maybe the Flyers should just shoot their shot. Because all of a sudden, if you have JVR and Simmons, you're one of the meanest teams in the league in front of the net. Imagine a power play where you have Simmons out there and then you have JVR. Or you have JVR out there and then Simmons. Like, Simmons is your reprieve. Come on. You know, people talk about this team's got too many forwards, this team's got too many D. Like, play to your strengths. Be undeniable.
Now, 35 minutes into free agency, and you don't have the player on your contract. Are you getting nervous right now?
I gotta know. Was Josh Juris announced on the Leafs PR account? Because if it was, that's just mean.
Just like we are.
And it's really interesting because the word
Josh Juris, by the way. I'm just looking. I'll have it on quiet. He had, in 60 games as a rookie with the Flames, 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. So much promise. And then the most he scored after that was 4.
Tracking John Tavares.
What happened to this player?
Fits in with the San Jose Sharks. Doug Wilson, Lou Lamoriello, New York Islanders, and Kyle Dubas and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ryan McDonough in conversation coming up on Hockey Central signing season.
Who cares? He's on the Lightning. Boo! No one likes you, Ryan. CJ, what we got? The Habs have agreed to a 3-year entry-level contract with Jesper Kotkaniemi. Michael Grabner announced that he's going to Phoenix with a winky face. Does that mean he's, like, literally just going to Phoenix? Like, for a vacation? Vanek, 1-year deal. This is from CJ. Interesting note from agent Scott Bartlett. Thomas Vanek's 1-year deal with Detroit includes full no-trade protection, so he won't be moved at another trade deadline unless he wants to. Detroit, what you doing? Valerina Chushkin getting just a hair under $3 million for 2 years to sign with Dallas. Dallas, man, stronger and stronger and stronger up front. It's mean that they were in on Tavares. And it's interesting to see them not do a whole hell of a lot because they must think that they're still in this. Tampa's sort of backed out. Tavares is holding up the market. Not for everybody, obviously, but for some. I like this one. Steve Jameson. What can us Blues fans expect from Bozak the next 3 years? $5 million per. Seems like a bit of an overpayment, but seems like a solid middle six center. Well, the first thing you need to make peace with is that's just what middle six centers make these days. If you can conceivably be a number 2 center on a team, or even a good number 3, you're going to make $3, $4, $5 million bucks. And Tyler Bozak's no slouch, man. He is weak in some respects, for sure. But what does he do? He was part of one of the most lethal power play units, which was the Leafs' second and then turned into the first. Last year he had 43 points. Year before he had 55. Year before he had 35, but that was only in 57 games. 49, 49, 28 in the lockout shortened one. So again, he's on about a 50-point pace. 47. He's consistent with his production. Last year his goal scoring was way down, but his assists were pretty decent. He's money in the bank for somewhere between 10 and 20 goals. Wicked in the face-off circle. His teammates all seem to love him. He's got a really adorable kid. But just in the neutral zone and in the defensive zone, it's not a whole lot there, guys. Like, there wasn't when he had Kuhlman and Kessel on his wings. There wasn't when he had JVR and Kessel on his wings. When you took JVR away from him, there just wasn't much there with Bozak. So I'm very interested to see who he plays with in St. Louis. Imagine it's Nikita Soshnikov. It's probably not going to be, but if you put him on the ice with someone who knows how to bang in goals, he'll be good. I don't know about worth it. But, Millard's talking to Ryan McDonough. Boo! Steve Jangle says, "Where's Smart Insider Man?" He's working the phones. Obvi. Paddleball 89. What should Leafs try to get for Pickard or Sparks? The Leafs shouldn't try to do a damn thing until they figure out what's going on here. Until they know John Tavares is theirs, damn it. They shouldn't do anything. From Chris Johnson, and Anton Rodin signs with Anaheim. I recognize the name. Was he even in the NHL this past year? Anton Rodin. That Anton Rodin? Second round pick of the Vancouver Canucks. I didn't know he was a free agent. Played in Utica a little bit. This guy doesn't... Does this guy play hockey? Okay, he played 6 games in 2016-17. And last year, between Utica and Davos, he played 15. Oh, and he played 6 playoff games, got 6 points in 6 playoff games. If I remember correctly, this guy battled a lot of injuries. He has a ton of potential. He's 27 years old. He's going to be 28. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. The Ducks seem to be in win-now mode. Hopefully he's good for them. They have real good luck with Europeans, usually. Boo, Ryan McDonough. And he's American. Team USA. Something from Stape Athletic. No, wait, is this... Yep, it's the verified account. Confirmed the Isles are out of the running for John Tavares. It just became real. It just became real that this might... Come on! Oh, John, you're killing me. People are DMing me. Oh, I saw. How's my phone doing? I've been getting texts all week. I cannot say who. I think it's happening, man. I think it's happening. And it's very old school. There's not all the big reporters from all the networks are basically clueless. Arthur Staples had some stuff on the Islanders front, but very little. And it's Lou Lamoriello there, so really what's he going to get? Anyway, it's been very old school. Oh, someone told me this while I was doing this, and I heard from my aunt's neighbor. People are tweeting at me to read the chat. I'm right. Or you're right. I'm sorry. I'm dying. Kipper's on his phone! See, if I just text Kipper hi right now, I'm worried I'm going to get in trouble. Old news, we tried to tell you. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I don't do many of these. I should do more. Charlie is oot. Oh, thanks for that, Derek. Where's Iggs? Please text Kepper. You want me to do it? See, I don't know what this... I'm just going to say have fun. Now we'll see if it dings, okay? He's talking right now.
Stamkos, we knew this time when he was a UFA. We didn't know how much he loved going back there. He didn't actually play it on. I think that it
Nothing.
was just
He doesn't have his dinger on.
where maybe he tried to drive up the salary a little bit, see if he could squeeze a little bit more money out of Tampa Bay. It never happened.
Wow.
But he went back and he didn't get
Down to the Sharks and Leafs. That's what it seems to be, man.
Much like Tavares, that never happened. That's
JT to the Hawks. I'd be pissed.
and I'm sure McDonough was the same way.
The players like it.
Derek. Waldmiller. I think the Leafs should have a line of Steen, Bozak, and Soshnikov. Why not? Why not? I'm dead. I'm dead inside. Dane Dreyfus says Tavares to the Hawks is a Sim 9. I've been told someone from Brooklyn just texted me, congrats and good luck. Looking forward to the video. What? What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that? I can't type. What does that mean? Freed, say the words! You're killing me. Oh my god. Oh. Thoughts on JVR leaving? Well, I've already talked about him going to Philly, but in terms of him leaving, someone made a really good point yesterday. I want to say it was Acton and Fullerman. We talk about the Leafs' incredible depth on the wing. They have a lot of very good players on the wing, but none of them are going to bang in as many goals as JVR did. So that does leave a gap. Their power play is still going to be formidable because they got some really talented players. But no one in the Leafs organization really can do what JVR does. There's guys on the Marlies who did it, but, like, are they NHL players? Like, I look at a big body like Pierre Engvall or Mason Marchment, but, like, those guys, I don't know if they're full-fledged NHL players just yet. And if they are, you're sure as hell not going to give them power play time. Oh boy. I have to read a text, but I have to read it silently. Stop it! It's all... None of it, no one will just say it! Okay, people in the industry are getting ready, just in case. Oh my god. I wonder if it's going to break on TV or Twitter first, because it was interesting earlier. I don't remember who it was that signed. I heard CJ say it, and then he tweeted about it when they went to commercial break. Hi, Cheryl, on Twitter. Okay, everyone's sending me this Zeisberger tweet. The podium is set up at Scotiabank Arena, artist formerly known as the Air Canada Centre. The podium is set up at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. Will anyone be stepping up to it today? And Zeiss seems to be the only guy there. Hey, shout out Mike Zeisberger. Follow him if you're not already. Z, Canada Day. Even the Americans got to say Z today. Zeisberger on Twitter. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. And there's over 2,000 of you. That's nuts. I'm just sending people letters. Oh my god, I'm dying. Thornton to Toronto, I don't think so. Yo, imagine the Sharks lose out on JT and the Leafs get Thornton.
John Tavares, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the San Jose Sharks.
When was Dallas out on Tavares? Hi, Steve. That's from Mitchell. I haven't heard that Dallas is out, but it sounds like Tampa is out and the Isles are out. So I think it's, who is it? Leafs. The hell? Leafs, Sharks. Turn off the commercials. Leafs, Sharks, Dallas. Friggin', I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna. Ben G says, thoughts on Derek Ryan going to. Doug Keating says, "Are you in?" Thoughts on Derek Ryan going to Calgary? Now, that's interesting. I looked at Derek Ryan's cap hit last year, and I looked at his production, and I go, "Oh my God, the Leafs got to be all over that. That's a player I want." And then he signs his deal for, what was it, like $3 million, something like that, and I was just like, "Nah, B, nah." Like I would have liked to have him on the team. He better be a certified third. That's not fourth money. That's too much. It's too much unless it's like a deadline pickup, right? Like a Placanith or something like that. It's trade deadline is a funny thing in that regard. Hey, CBJ23. Hello, Dosher. Thoughts on Roussel and Beagle signings? Hi, Sean Avery. Let's just say Leafs net. Everyone get it out of the way right now. Leafs net. It's gonna do what the Canucks have been doing for years. It's just going to keep them afloat. I don't get it. Krovac, thank you. We got some Leafs nets. Oh, I'm dying. I need chicken and Szechuan sauce. I'm stress eating. I just texted someone to see if they would give me anything. All I said was I'm dying, and they just laughed. So thanks for that. I think JT's signing in Toronto. I'm going to retweet myself real quick for the stream, for the strum. Ah! I'm dying. I'm going to do, I got Anton Rodin's Hockey DB page up. We're past that, my friends. Armchair, I just saw from Michael Wagner on Twitter, Armchair GM is down on Cap Friendly. That's how much people are freaking out. Holy shit. Oh, holy poop. I tried not to swear on this stream. I'm sorry. This is why you can't let me on live TV. I'm not responsible. Steve Kearns. I have to work today, but I'm not leaving till Tavares signs. Man, that's how I feel. Oh, those Jays hats are sexy. When did they go? Oh, CJ!
Keep an eye, obviously, on John Tavares, the big story we're following today. Listen, the Islanders apparently are out of the picture right now. The Leafs still very much in the picture. Take us inside their pitch to John Tavares. What do you know about it?
Well, look at this.
Thank you, P. Willie.
Than just the money, and part of what the Leafs sold John Tavares on when they met with him last Monday was the idea that he would get a chance to play with Mitch Marner, and I think they crafted a lot of their pitch video around
David Pinata.
Was the kind of winger that John Tavares has spent his entire career playing without. I do know as well,
David Pinata from the fourth period confirmed John Tavares has agreed to terms with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There's some debate and speculation about how they could coexist. There would be enough ice time. How might they handle it?
Dave has been wrong about a bunch of stuff, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. But to say that, you're risking your reputation. If you say that and you're wrong, no one's going to believe you ever again. People are going to remember that.
Well, I think in the end, when everybody talks about it, putting the guys in the panel, money was really not going to be an issue for any of the 6 teams that were involved.
Guys, we're not going to freak out until I hear them. I want them to say the words on Sportsnet. Poor Charlie. Iggy's learned to sleep through my screaming. Charlie hasn't yet. I'm getting Islanders fans texting me, please take care of John. Oh, Josh Joris note. Yes, please tell me things. Played with Wayne Simmons and Shane Gostisbehere at Union College, where he won 2 NCAA championships. Played on 4 different teams last year, 2 NHL, 2 AHL. May have heard him. No, for sure, Bobby. For sure. Yeah. Fluttering around usually doesn't help players, unless you're Mark Arcabello. Martin Lindros, thank you very much. Thoughts on Josh Joris to Toronto for $650? It's center depth, and they needed it. Nick Kiprios is not at the table.
We have been kind of nerdy sitting around talking about hockey. Is something going to happen here, Darren?
I'm going to say we're fanatics. You guys can be nerds over there. Nick Kiprios is out working some phones, trying to track down the ice. Oh, anything? No.
Ah!
It's leading towards Toronto. They might be on the outside.
People in San Jose think. It's going to be Toronto. I'm sorry, Charlie.
It sounds like it's a 7-year deal in Toronto for Tavares. Sounds like it's a 7-year deal in Toronto for Tavares.
Well, we know it can't be.
Holy shit!
More, right?
Charlie!
I think it's possible it officially comes announced on Tavares' Twitter feed, but I believe it's a 7-year deal in Toronto.
Oh my God!
12 million.
No!
But we'll see.
No!
Officially leaves everyone, but the feeling. Okay, what's too much?
Get out!
Where it starts affecting the hockey club, right?
It's not real yet. It's not real yet. It's not real yet.
3 pieces, 4 pieces together, but it's certainly worth that. We're not
Oh, Charlie, you're such a good boy.
What this does is, if
Hello, you like a neck scratch?
Strong, instant contender.
That's very regal.
That's right. The goal line's not good enough. They can fix that. The goal
No
line's
way.
excellent. And now
I'm going to do victory puppies the second it's confirmed.
Matthews
Frege
gets away from
said,
defensive
said,
center.
Berkey, shut up. Frege said that it's, words, English is hard. Frege said, it's going to be broken on Tavares' Twitter. Holy shit. Sirius XM, John Tavares has agreed to terms with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Elliot Friedman just tweeted 7 years for Tavares in Toronto.
Slide up there that the Toronto Maple Leafs have acquired John Tavares.
Yes! Charlie! Oh, good boy! Get out! Get out! No way!
Seldom, Brian and Doug, even in your days, do you let players like this get to this point?
At 27.
The Islanders fought hard, but I think it was abundantly clear, and I don't know when he made his
Get out of
decision.
town, man!
There's no question that he was looking forward to a change, and now he's got it with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And don't ever kid yourself. The young talent that they've brought into the Maple Leafs with Maryland, obviously Matthews, Nylander.
I'm gonna freaking cry, man. I'm gonna cry.
Oh. It's a team that you would want to go to because you have a chance to win.
I'm so sorry for the chat.
And then you looked at San Jose, they were moving into that core group was getting older.
Yeah, where are the cameras, right?
It makes a lot of sense.
I agree with all of that. I think it's a good story. Also, it's a great city. You're in Eastern Conference travel. They've got great young players around them. They've had a couple good drafts on top of it. This all makes perfect sense to me, except, and I'd be interested to hear Kyle talk about this, how do you keep all these pieces on the chessboard going forward? That's
Scott Wheeler just tweets, holy shit.
This is not a topic that they haven't discussed at great length.
Oh my God.
The pieces on the chessboard going forward, because I can't see how you do it.
Are you prepared then to lose one of those pieces or have to trade one of those pieces?
They need a defenseman anyway. Maybe it's Nylander has to go for a D.
Stop trading Nylander! Can we be happy about Tavares for 2 seconds?
As Brian said, this has been talked about for 2 or 3 months since they jump into this Tavares thing. We heard it. 3 months ago that the Leafs were going to be heavily involved in this search, in this hunt to try to get this guy. So look, they'll work around the salary cap. They have experts that spend time, and you're projecting 5 years ahead right now as to where your franchise is going to be vis-a-vis salary cap and what these guys are going to make. And if they don't fit into that, like a Kucherov in Tampa Bay, you've got to go buy.
I got to put this down.
Marner and Matthews, and you're eligible to get an extension today. What do? Now, does Kyle Dubas, now that he's got Tavares pen and paper, now start focusing on long-term extensions on those two guys?
Sure.
You'd think so. But if I'm now Marner or Matthews right now, I'm not in any hurry. We saw Buffalo really... Yeah, we're good to go.
No, John Tavares has just confirmed it himself.
Yeah.
What?
That he signed with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
We know Buffalo...
Tavares confirmed it himself?
The first chance they got with...
Where?
Buffalo.
Where?
Do the Leafs
Where?
want to do that?
Where?
If so, at what price? If I'm now Marner and Matthews, I say... Well,
Andrew Berkshire, you are live. You are live on stream. You're live on stream right now. I'm streaming on YouTube. Do you want to be that way? I'm live. Yeah.
Not dead.
No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead right now.
Or a series of heart attacks.
Wait, so I saw he confirmed it. Where is it confirmed?
It's confirmed.
Oh shit, he tweeted it! Oh my god!
Everyone, man. Toronto signed tomorrow 7 years.
To all Islanders fans, these past 6 days have been nothing I could have ever expected. Making the toughest decision of my life. To stay where I have been my entire career or take a calculated leap of faith into an opportunity that I believe will be special to me and my family. The island has been home. It's what I know. It's part of me. They're reading this on TV right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I lost my place. I'm so. And it's part of me. It always will be. I can't thank you all enough for the dedication you have all showed. I'm sorry if this decision pains you. As you can tell, it wasn't easy, but I have trust in the future because it is bright. The Islanders are in great hands. I am thankful that I had the opportunity to be an Islander for as long as I did. The island, the fans, the organization, my teammates will always be special to me and my family, but it was time to live my childhood dream here in Toronto! Get out! That's unbelievable! Well, come home! More like, oh my god, dude! Dude! Okay, we gotta do victory puppies. We gotta do, here, Berkshire, one sec. Okay. Talk to the stream. Talk to the people.
Me?
Who wants a treat? Who wants a treat? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh my god. Iggy, come. Iggy, come. Come on the camera. Come. Come here. Sit. Good boys. Oh, good boys. You get a treat, Charlie. And you get a treat, Iggy. And guess what? You get another treat, Iggy. You get another treat, Charlie. And guess what? Guess what? Iggy, catch it. Oh, you didn't catch it, but it's okay. We caught John Tavares. We caught him. Oh my God. Andrew, my love.
Yes. Yes.
Holy smoke! Someone just sent $100 on the chat. We're gonna give that to Easter Seals. Holy crap! Are you writing anything on John Tavares?
I am. I have to write that right now.
You have to write that right now. So I saw you wrote something the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically, oh my God. You wrote something the other day. So he, like this guy, it's not just points. Like he's legitimately one of the best centers in the world.
Yes. Yeah, Tavares is incredible, man. His game, like, in the last 2 years has actually gotten better.
Yeah,
because he went from, like, bad to average to really good defensively. Like, he's a brilliant two-way center now.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Now, what, you were also texting me some stuff about Austin Matthews at 5-on-5.
Yes, he's even better.
He's better than Tavares, you think?
At 5-on-5, yeah.
At 5-on-5. But so Tavares kills penalties, doesn't he?
I can't confirm that. I'd have to check into it. He may have started recently.
I think he does. I think he's like
Could be
kind of.
right.
He is the play. I think. Okay, is this fair? John Tavares is the player that a lot of people think Jonathan Taves is.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of.
I mean, I don't want to rip on Taves, but yeah, sure.
Well, because Taves is good,
Yeah.
but he's not quite what people have talked him up to be.
No. Tavares just, didn't go to Chicago. He went to Long Island, so he didn't have that opportunity to be the multiple Stanley Cup winner, but maybe he will now.
That dude. Okay, so it's showing Sportsnet's all over this. Islanders versus Maple Leafs, December 29th, Hockey Night in Canada. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
no kidding. 7-year, $77 million contract it's now being reported as. So that is...
11 mil a year.
Oh, and he just tweeted a picture of him in, like, Leaf bed sheets.
Oh,
That's
God.
that's literally just a picture of me.
All right, well, I gotta let you go, and I'm gonna write this thing.
Okay.
Have fun. Enjoy this ridiculous thing with your stupid team.
I love you. Hey, one last thing. 11 million
Yes.
bucks.
Yes.
Discount? Or fair?
Slight discount, maybe.
Yeah. Like, well, because I saw people talking about friggin' like 12 and a half, like McDavid or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, McDavid is an RFA contract, so I think you could make the argument that it's a discount.
Yeah, because as a UFA, you'd think. Anyway, man, I'm going to let you write about the great team that is the Toronto Maple Leafs, all right?
All right, talk to you later.
Love you, boo.
All right, bye.
Ah! This is bananas!
Don't necessarily have to spend top dollar.
I just turned the TV up to 42 because I wasn't paying attention to my fingers clicking.
Something that, would go
My
down
phone
this year.
is going
So you think
bananas.
I believe that number is a discounted price for sure. And again, I know we're in state taxes and cost of living and yada yada yada. But when you look at it on
Oh my
paper,
god. My mom texted
less
me.
money on the table.
Adam just texted me.
So is this to win a Stanley Cup?
Podcast
This is
tomorrow,
to win
by
a
the way.
Stanley Cup, allow them to keep the pieces together. The cap will continue to rise. This should be cap friendly for a player of this caliber. There are other players of this caliber. Drew Doughty.
I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This guy could have got more from another team, in my opinion, and I think it's a sensible move.
And it is the same play that Brendan Shanahan had on Stamkos.
The Leafs tweeted him in a Leafs jersey!
One
Ah!
his hometown, and the other one wanted to be in Florida.
So Tavares makes it official on his own Twitter account, and then the Toronto Maple Leafs followed up. I don't know whether that was the holdup in the negotiations, but that's the order of it.
A couple extra
Oh,
minutes.
my mentions.
Exactly. So let's compare this to Connor McDavid and what he signed for last year, and the percentage of the salary.
My fingers don't work. They- nothing-
Connor took some heat, right? The initial number, and then
Well, he gave money back, which I can't ever recall. I think, Ellie, you mentioned that it might have happened in other sports, or where you actually give a club money back after you first negotiated.
No, I think that was new.
But I've never seen.
Yo,
it.
Dubas beat Lou Lamoriello.
There is a sense of not taking too much of the pie and not leaving enough for your teammates, and in this case, maybe a quality.
Man, 11 million.
Help you win the Stanley Cup. This is-
For Berkshire brought up a great point. McDavid was on an RFA deal, but he's still so good that he ended up getting $12.5 million anyway. Tavares is not McDavid, but he's extremely good, and he's older and a UFA. So for him to get less is actually somewhat surprising. 11 million is a number I'm totally fine with. Totally fine with. It might hurt a little at the end. Not gonna lie. Because he'll be 7 years, I think he'll be 34. Yeah, that's gonna be a little tough, but dude, the first 4 years, 3 for sure, 4 probably, 5 maybe. And then we saw with Marlowe, it's okay to have a couple overpaid guys as long as they still perform. That is unbelievable. Oh my god. Like, is this guy going to be captain? Or there's so many layers. I'm going to make another video, by the way. because I obviously need jump cuts. I think you all got confirmation of that today. Aiden, greetings from Canuckland. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Words are hard. We've been doing this for over an hour now. I gotta call my wife. I gotta call my wife. I gotta call my wife. I gotta call. I just got a text, Kyle effing Dubas. Oh my God. Levi, $5. Who does Lou eliminate first? Dubas, potentially. Oh my God. Oh, they're showing Tavares highlights. He's such a good player and he's ours now. Answer your phone. I am your husband. Oh my God. I'm sweating. They got him. They got him. 7 years, $77 million. I'm still doing the stream. We're at 28, almost 2,900 viewers, but they got him. John Tavares is a Leaf! I love you! I'm your husband! She hung up. Sharks close to finalizing an 8-year, $64 million contract with Logan Couture. It's time to live my childhood dream in Toronto. I got to take a closer look at this Tavares picture. Do I not follow this person? I need to right that wrong. Oh my goodness. Followed? Not every day you can live a childhood dream. And there he is. Man, I don't know if I'd be tweeting that picture. That guy is out. Oh, and he's got like a dinosaur pillow or something he's sleeping on. It's like a book. And he's got some crazy plane. He's sleeping on a bed. Oh, it's so relatable. Sleeping on a bed. I just love him. Oh my God. Tim McAuliffe, not a bad first impression for Kyle Dubas. Yeah, no. Oh. Someone, Claytron 8000 on Twitter. John Tavares opts to become the best Leafs player to not win the cup since Matt Sundin. And MLSE just goes, get these in while you can. Retweet.
I'm not saying it's not there, but Tavares, I'm telling you, he'd rather be in a gym pulling a sleigh than...
Martin, thank you. Bobby, thank you.
Me too. Worried about that at all. Not at all.
James, thank you. Holy smokes.
Sponsors.
Pulling a tray of food.
And the transition of sponsors, Scotiabank Arena is the new name of where the Toronto Maple Leafs...
Sean McKenzie is at the Leafs,
today, and they make a splash
in the Leafs media room. This is just outside the dressing room.
Sean McKenzie.
Well, Darren, John Tavares called this a dream, a boyhood dream, and to say this is a dream
Thank you,
for
RK.
Maple Leafs fans would be
Thank you, Ellie.
a pretty big understatement. I can tell you a few hours ago, I was out on the street doing a live hit right on Bay Street in front of the building, and every single person that walked by me asked, did we get Tavares yet? In fact, one car came down Bay Street, stopped, almost causing an accident. The guy yelled from his driver's side, are you doing a hit because we got Tavares? At the time, I'm sure it's the city right now.
Happy Canada Day, Toronto!
In this city, there's been lots of
Happy Canada Day, Leafs Nation!
Play in his hometown.
All over the world. Mark Rackham in the UK. I know you're bombed right now. You're at the Maple Leaf. You're having their haphazardly thrown together fries and gravy and enjoying it.
What was it about the Maple Leafs pitch?
Yes, it is real, Ian.
Why did he choose the Maple Leafs over other teams? We know that Tavares was in the city recently. We're not sure if he's still here or if we will get the chance to speak to him today. But once we have that news and a plan from the Maple Leafs PR staff, we will let you know who we will get to speak to and what the plan is for the rest of
I don't think you understand how surreal this is that a really good thing happened to the Leafs in free agency.
David Amber is with John Shannon and Chris Johnson on Hockey Central signing season presented by Molson Canadian.
All right, so the big fish has finally landed. Thanks so much, Darren. And
Look at CJ's shoes. You stylish bastard.
Over the last, not even 24 hours, but the last really 3-4 weeks, and finally he has a suitor in the Toronto Maple Leafs. Chris, you talked a little bit earlier about the pitch, Kyle Dubas, Brendan Shanahan, what they said to him, and here it landed him.
CJ knows he looks good. Come on. Look at that
One
watch.
thing I do know that helped secure this, and obviously everyone's touched it, he's making lots of money, he's back in his hometown, was that Kyle Dubas really hit it out of the park when they had their meeting on Monday morning back in Beverly Hills. And what he did there is explain a very rational plan about how they can keep everyone. I know there's been a lot of speculation the Leafs aren't going to be able to hold on to their big three youngsters. And I think part of getting John Tavares on an $11 million deal is the Leafs are really going to go hard at their restricted free agents and say to these guys, look, this is an internal cap. We have a chance to do something here if we keep all these players together. If you all take maybe a little bit less than you could get in the open market, that there's an opportunity to keep this together. And I think that you can see that in John Tavares signing for $11 million. It's obviously a lot of money, one of the top players now in the league immediately, but clearly on the open market, he could have fetched more than that.
What I can tell you is there was never a discussion in the meeting on Monday with Babcock, Shanahan, and Dubas with CAA and Tavares about the captaincy. That did not come up in any of the conversations.
So nothing about him becoming captain. I don't care about that. I just don't.
To talk to the meeting.
It's interesting, and maybe one storyline that's going to be touched upon in the next few days is Kyle Dubas hitting this home run in his first big deal since being named the
Michael
GM.
Kim, 7 years.
He fought really against one of the great minds in the game, in Lou Lamoriello. Two different circumstances, the Islanders and the Leafs, but still it's sort of the mentor, and the mentee going one-on-one.
Well, and they went into that room back-to-back. The way the meetings were structured, the Leafs went the same day as the Islanders, and one came after another. And I do think a lot of the seeds were planted there that, as John worked through this process, that the Leafs, did project, such a good thing. I mean, look, he's also got 3 pretty high draft picks that have the potential here to be superstars in the league. And I think that helped. Lou was here when they drafted some of those players. But, it's a huge home run for Kyle Dubas here in the first month or two.
All right, so basically they said a couple really important things there. The most important thing I think CJ just said was that part of the pitch to Tavares, and it's amazing that more. Someone just texted me. They're like, Josh Juris. It's amazing to me that it wasn't obvious that. I think Charlie might be eating my chicken. SL! They got him! Yes, I'm still streaming. They got him! Oh my god, it's hot outside. Happy Canada Day. I love you. Use your voice. People think you don't exist. I love you. Oh, what happened? I dropped that on your foot. I'm sorry. Tavares just tweeted that. That's crazy, right? Here he is as a kid. Sick player. Tavares stands for sick player. No, so the most important thing CJ mentioned in there was that the Leafs are obviously keeping together their young core. John Tavares had 3 hours in a room with these guys who are trying to court him to become a Toronto Maple Leaf. You don't think it came up that, hey man, if you give me $11 million, how are you going to keep Austin Matthews or William Nylander or Mitch Marner? It came up. They convinced Tavares to come to Toronto, his boyhood team, with all the pressure, for less money than other teams probably offered. You don't think they discussed other players? Come on. Don't kid yourself.
Look, I mean, the coach is important, no question about it. I mean, I'm curious to see, is you heard...
Babcock's going to love JT.
They talked about playing with Marner. If I'm the coach, I'm saying, we're going to use you everywhere. And, the thing, too, is by signing him for 11... and all
Cap Friendly has completely crashed. Thank you, Tipsy McGregor. Thank you, Fat Sexy Canadian. 7-Eleven.
Okay, you're already getting Babcock in trouble.
Thank you, Penalty.
Mitch Marner.
Yeah, I said that.
Right?
Yeah, I said
so. Don't put me with everyone else. I don't want to play with everyone.
No, but
that's the guy I want to
it
play
gives
with.
you a lot of flexibility. At the end of games, you can put them all together.
Thanks,
and
Vince.
Do whatever you want to do. I think it's like.
By the way, all money from the super chat that I did not know was enabled, we're going to donate to Easter Seals. I'm not going to take it from you. I appreciate it.
I don't worry about that.
Is going to be the use of Kadri here when you go 2 18 to 20 minute centermen down the middle, and where does this fit for a 30-goal scorer, third-line centerman who every team in the league would like to have? With the way
Nah, you keep Kadri. Kadri's on a sweetheart deal.
Interesting for the coach and how he uses
I'd be very
his
surprised if
skill
Dubas moved off of Kadri.
There's no doubt
Be
about
extremely
that.
surprised.
They don't need one.
4.5 is totally manageable.
You know what? It's
You don't need to pay the fourth guy very much because you're barely going to use him.
ammunition.
Oh my God. Marlo, Tavares, Marner, Hyman, Matthews, Nylander, Janssen, Kadri, Kapanen. I love that, the jerk line. And either Martin or Levo. Come on, let's be honest. It'll be neither of them. Juris and Brown.
Centerman and what they might look like. Is John Tavares the number one center on the team? You know how we give people titles?
Yes.
Yeah, so John Tavares is the number one center. Austin Matthews, Nazem Kadri.
Also, the Stars got Polak on a $1.3 million contract. How did he get a raise? Oh, get me that guy's agent. Holy crap. Thank you, Dr. Grim.
You know,
$5 for Easter Seals and JT. Thank you, Mike Hagerman.
This guy took a little bit
Read
less
the other
than
message
thought
below.
in the market 'cause he
I'm
wants
trying.
to come to Toronto.
Thank you, Papin.
And they're gonna figure this out. I know we like controversy and we like who's the number one center.
Someone just texted me, who is the Leafs fourth line center? www.whocareshe'snotplaying.com.
I just think the guy.
Yo, literally just make it GOAT.
They're gonna find a way to make it work. That's the way it looks to me.
They'll make it work, but winning, you've got.
My uncle texted me, here comes the cup.
Washington, you've got
Man, people who haven't talked to me in years are texting me right now.
You know, you get John Tavares and you become a Stanley Cup contender. You know, being a Stanley Cup contender and winning.
Two different things.
I'm calling Justin Fisher.
I like their chances better.
No, you weren't. Ooh, we got 5 pounds from Charlotte Owen. Thank you. I don't even know how much money that is. Hi, Justin. You want to be on the stream? On the stream. I'm streaming right now. No? Oh, okay. No, like, I'll just put you on speakerphone right now. Hi, Justin Fisher.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty gosh dang good, man. Remember I swear, when we were doing our show on Fusion Radio at U of T Scarborough, we talked about, I think one of the stories we talked about was, remember that crazy rumor that Tavares was going to forego the draft by signing, like he was going to try to sign an American League deal with the Marlies?
Yeah, like I don't remember the exact details, but I remember that being like a thing where like it picked up a little bit too much. Like, you know when people say like when there's smoke there's fire? Where there's smoke there's fire?
Yeah.
It's like, it was like that. It was like, wow, this is like uncomfortable. Like, people are talking about this too much for it not to be like.
But he's wanted to be a Leaf his whole life. Like, I don't necessarily think that was ever going to happen, and we know it's currently illegal against the CBA. Maybe it was legal at one time. Dude, I can't believe there's 3,700 people watching right now. I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted.
Here's the thing, though, is that I'm sure that he's a guy who's probably wanted to be a Leaf his entire life. He would not be a Leaf if this team wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, nah, I'll go somewhere where I can win. Like, I think winning's important to him. I just think that this is the ultimate, like, right place, right time. The Leafs are going in the right direction. He's available. Everything worked out perfectly for this to happen.
I think similarly, that's how the Leafs almost got Thornton last year.
Yeah, but I mean, if they got Thornton, that's a relatively short deal. That's a relatively, like, you know, helps them for a little while. But, like, I mean, like, the Leafs are going to be, like, a contender for like a decade, like an actual contender, like on paper top 5 team. Because as many question marks as they have on their blue line, there's just their offense is just going to be too strong to not consider them dangerous. And Thornton would not have done that.
Well, and like Pittsburgh has been extremely good for most of Crosby's career. But what percentage of Crosby's career would you say Pittsburgh had a top half defense in the NHL?
Oh.
Not many, I don't think. Or like it's mediocre. It's usually mediocre.
Well, here's the thing. What team can you think of that's had the best offense in the league and the best defense in the league? Like, it doesn't happen. And that's the whole point of the cap, is that teams are going to have – they're not going to be able to build juggernauts. They're just going to be able to, they might get lucky, but then, sign a few, deals here and there that are, very valuable to them. But, I mean, that's the whole point of the cap system, is keeping everything balanced. And I think that's why when you are top-heavy on offense, you're likely not going to have the same type of, group on defense. And that's something that Pittsburgh has had to struggle with, but still end up winning. And that's why I think you can look at the Leafs and be like, it's a similar situation.
Yeah, like the thing about Pittsburgh, and I mean the Jack Johnson contract is going to be super stupid, but the thing about them is you always go, well, how are they going to fit it? And they find a way. Like, just because you can't see the answer right away doesn't mean they're not going to figure it out. Like, you don't think someone's going to take a discount to play with this forward group now?
I was talking about this earlier today, where I was still talking about the possibility, as slim as it was and as slim as I always believed it to be, that Tavares could have signed in Tampa, because, they talked about it.
Yeah.
And they were one of the teams. And I'm sitting there going, how would they afford Tavares? There's no way that they could fit Tavares. There's too many good players there. They're too expensive. There's no way that this could happen. And then as soon as somebody goes, oh, well, what about Toronto? It's like, oh, Toronto's got a lot of stars, but yes, they can absolutely fit him in. There'll be no problems there. There's nothing to worry about. The cap is higher than a lot of people think. You can have a very strong team.
Tampa could have figured it out, I think.
They could have. Yeah.
They could have. But
it would have been stupid, but they could have.
I'm just flabbergasted. I can't believe this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Are they talking about other players? No, they're not. Good, and they shouldn't be. They should be fired if they talk about anyone other than John Tavares right now.
Well, why would you? He's the guy.
He's the guy, and he signed with the Leafs.
Yep.
Sportsnet is printing money today.
Hey, but what do you think of Josh Juris?
Hey, I think he's a great player, and I think it's so funny. After Tavares signed, someone texted me. They go, Josh Juris! He's not going to play. He's not going to be regular fourth line center, right?
Maybe he'd have to win it.
Yeah,
he'd have to beat people for it.
I heard he's decent analytically, I think. But
yeah, he is. He's kind of middle. He's very, very middle of the road in every sense. You know what I mean? So it's kind of he probably won't cost you much. He won't get he won't get buried by the opposition.
He's going to play 5 minutes a game anyway.
That's true. I mean, the thing is, they were actually having a very good conversation on the TV earlier, where they were saying, they were talking about how the ice time splits up between Tavares and Matthews, and then somebody goes, well, what about Kadri? And it's true. You could roll. Those are 3 20-minute centers.
Yep.
And that's 60 minutes. That's a hockey game.
Yep.
So, who else? It was. I almost thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? The Leafs don't even need a fourth line. They literally don't. They can just play 3 lines and call it a day.
Oh my god.
I feel sorry for whether it's Connor Brown or Kapanen or Levo or whoever who's going to get stuck on the fourth line and is just literally not going to play.
It's funny. People keep forgetting that he exists.
Josh Levo?
Yeah, he might actually play.
Who knows?
But who? Also, who cares?
Yeah, I was about to say, do you really care who plays in the fourth line at this point?
No, you know what's funny? Well, like earlier in the chat, we were talking about like, what are they going to do with Sparks or Pickard? And you realize the caliber of player John Tavares is. Like, I don't care. I don't care what else they do. What about defense? What about be happy for 5 minutes? How about that?
Yeah. The great thing about Toronto is that they've got their biggest problem contracts is probably Marleau, which says a lot considering he's not a problem on the ice. It's just that he's making, a little bit more money than you'd like him to. And, Zaitsev's contract kind of worries you, but even it's the length of it, it's not the cost of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you figure it out.
And they've got an opportunity to go out there and they could go and add a top four defenseman in the $5 million range and probably still ride this out. And now they're gonna have to fill their bottom positions with $900,000 guys like Josh Joris, like the guys on the ELCs. But so what? Do it. Who cares?
Whoa, Justin, Nick Holden, now official with Vegas. 2 years, 4.4 total. Snore.
Yeah. That's a ticker signing. That's the kind of signing that they only talk about on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. They're still talking about JT. They're not going to move.
Do you think that's even a ding, ding, ding or whatever on the ticker?
God no. God no.
Yo, how did Polak get a raise? That's crazy.
That is wild.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you go.
Thanks, man.
But I love you.
Have fun, everybody. I love you too.
Happy Canada Day.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Bye. Matt Cullen coming back to Pittsburgh. It's from Jason Mackey, and he says he got it from Darren Dreger. So it's just being passed around. Oh my God. Ladies, gents, Mrs. Dangle is amazing. She got cheese and onion and poppy seed bun. She filled it with prosciutto and mustard. You're the best. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm also going to go shoot a John Tavares video because the battery is charged and so am I! John Tavares is a Leaf! It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.